Step into the world of GBA Enterprises, Dominica's leading beverage supplier where quality and variety meet. Our vision is to exceed your expectations with an exciting selection of beverages from the finest wines to unique spirits and beers. Discover our commitment to bringing you the best with a focus on enhancing your business and personal experiences. Join us at GBA Enterprises and taste the difference quality makes. Visit us on 106C Independence Street in Rosa, Dominica. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Parlé with Cranberry. Of course, it's your juicy girl Cranberry, kicking it at Tropical Blends Cafe in the city of Rosa. Tropical Blends Cafe, the home of Parlé with Cranberry. And Parlé with Cranberry, of course, brought to you by GBA Enterprises, located on 106C Independence Street for all your beverage needs. And I am excited today because I am here with someone who is no stranger to Cranberry TV because he's mostly present for all filming. I didn't even know he was an artist until most recently. His government name is Yannick James, but he goes by the name Klassiq. That's his musical name. Yannick, what's going on? Put that on silent.
I'm okay.
It's nice to have you behind the camera on Parlé with Cranberry.
Well, sometimes the backline good, but there are times you have to show your face at the front.
Yeah. So, Yannick, tell me a little bit about the name Klassiq. Tell me the story behind that stage name.
Sure you want to know that story?
Yes, I want to know that story.
Well, first of all, I was raised in Calibishi. Yeah, I'm from Calibishi countryside.
Okay.
And I had two guys which I started a group with. One name was Jensen Fader, but we used to call him DJ Giggs, he was a producer. And my cousin Ronnie Abraham, but we used to call him Young Master. So one day he was at the studio and he was recording a song, but when I behind the mic recording, I dancing, I grooving. Yeah, I'm in a zone, you know. And the guy said, well, when I came out, they started laughing. They tell me, boy, he's one classic fella here. I said, what? I said, originally, well, the name just there, and I just roll with it.
So you're a classic guy.
Well, yeah, I'm a classic guy because I don't do things normal. I do it in my way, my style.
Okay.
All right.
So tell me a little bit about Klassiq. Who is Yannick James? Who is Klassiq?
Yeah. Yannick James is a young man from the community of Calibishi, countryside. You know, I found myself in the love of music at the age of 18.
Okay.
18, but my family always been in music. You know, my uncle was a calypsonian. Well, my father, I never really knew him, but my father was a guru.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a guru. Drums, keyboard, bass, I'm doing everything. So I guess I practically inherit that from him.
Okay.
Yeah, I raised up in church. Yeah, I raised up in church. I used to play drums in church. Yeah, so
you know, it appears that a lot of people who are into music started in church.
Well, maybe not. But sometimes you feel to yourself that there is more potential in you than just being at the back. So I felt to myself that there was more potential in me than being just a drummer.
Yeah.
Sitting down in church playing music. I wanted to be more because I always like attention.
You like attention?
I always like attention. I like being at the front of things. You know, so then automatically the love of music came and the writing came because of that. I spent a few years on the Versatile Entertainment. That was a team from the countryside. I was a writer there, I was an artist there. Spent most of my time writing, performing, going all over the place. I mean, there were gigs I wanted to go to, but you know when you're staying on a mommy roof, and mommy say, can't go, you know, you can't go, you have to stay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I never let that deter me, I never let it stop me. You know, I always kept pushing and yeah.
Okay. And who are some of your inspirations when it comes to music?
Oh yeah, my inspirations. Wow. My inspiration came from myself at one point in time because I was born in a family of 8 and I raised in a single parent family with my mom. So I felt to myself that that I wanted to do something that could actually help me and help my family
Yeah.
along the way because I knew how I was raised. So when I found music, I said, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna ride that train.
Okay. And how has that trend been so far?
Well, that train has been at one point in time. I don't know if a lot of people knew this, but I was in a band called Ignition Band. The lead vocalist and one of the founders of the band.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at front line. I don't know if you guys know that song. In 2020 Carnival when it dropped. All I want is a taste of your ways. I don't know if anybody heard that, but I was the writer of that song.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the one who sang that song, the writer of that song. The rhythm was produced by a guy out of Canada. So yeah, I spent 4 years with the band. We were doing well. We had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
But we were doing well. Everything was falling into place for me. But then I took a dive because evil was sent after me, I would say, in my cause. I was staying in Point Michelle and came home. I saw, ex-corrosive ring in it.
What?
Yeah, things were sent behind of me so that I would not continue going. I would just give up. I would fall because of certain things. But I took the time off to actually got help and then took a break to fix certain things in my life, and now I'm starting over again.
Okay. So how did that that affect you and your mental health and all of that?
It affected my mental health because I felt like at a point in time I was going crazy. Because I was seeing certain things. I thought to myself, that maybe if I spoke to someone about it, they would say that I was going crazy. Like, what you talking about? You're mad? Nah. So I kept it to myself. I mean, I was speaking to my mom because my mom is a pastor, so I knew she would understand what was going on, what I saw. So yeah, it affected me mentally because man, I cried many nights because I thinking, boy, why would people do this to me? Because I'm a young man. I'm just trying to push my life, and why would those things happen to me?
Yeah. But I'm happy that you didn't let that deter you and you have decided to come back on the music scene. You recently released a song called Come Na Baby. So tell us a little bit about that track and what's the backstory behind that.
The backstory behind that song. Wow. That song, I know there are a lot of times when we're in carnival, we may see a young lady dancing, and we picturing in your head, but if I get a wine, what you gonna do? So the backstory came from that. So, yeah, I said, you know what? Let me do something different, a different vibe. Let me, write a song about dancing. But not only dancing, but music which can be played at any avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, so I decided to roll with that. Come now, baby. It was just, I got the rhythm, chorus came, and I just started.
And how has the reception to this song been so far since you launched?
Well, since it launched, I would say so far it has been good. Yeah, I mean it's not progressing as fast as I would want it to.
Yeah.
But it's doing good. Actually, I recently got recognition and I would say attention from Mr. Nai. Yeah, one of the legends in Buyo.
Yeah.
I got attention from him. To this song, he told me, boy, he liked that song. He said the vibe, the drive of the song, he loved the song. So I must say, hats off to Mr. Nai for the recognition. I'm humbled by the praise. So it shows that you never know where your music is going and
you never know who's listening.
Who's listening based on what you do. So far I'm liking the feedback on the song. and I really hope that it can continue to grow.
Okay. And what sort of message do you aim to convey to your fans through the type of music that you put out?
Well, my story. My story. My story will be someone else's story.
That's true.
Yeah. So if I can write my story, let my story get out there, and I can maybe help someone who's going through the same story as me, then it'll be good. I mean, I have dreams to travel the world to performing, but I want to know I'm traveling the world delivering my story while everybody's jumping up to my story.
Yeah. So give us a little peep into the story.
The story.
Yeah, give us a little bird's eye view. Just a little view.
Bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I was raised without a dad. Yeah, never knew my dad. Well, I met him at the age of 23. So it was a very long time since I met him. You know, I was born in a family of 8, as I said before.
Yeah.
Never had much growing up. My mom always taught us to be satisfied with what we have. You know?
Yeah.
Struggle a lot to get by. So, like Colton said, my story will be someone else's story.
Yeah.
So I want to sing my truth, so then I can help someone else find their truth.
Right. And who are some of your biggest musical influences in Dominica or internationally?
If I really had to go locally, I'm not sure I would have anyone. But when I look at the professionalism of the music and how it is being carried about, I would have to say, I would say Shelly.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Shelly. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I like Chipike as well, playing guitars, what they do on stage, it's very professional.
Shelly is top tier.
Yeah, but Shelly, when you look at his crafting and his writing and everything he does, that man lets you know that, hey, music is not only loud out.
Yeah. And every song that he writes tells a story.
Yeah, it tells a story. So that's what I'm trying to do with my music as well. Let my music tell a story.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Internationally, I would say the undisputed king of soca.
Marshall Montano.
Marshall Montano. Double M. Yeah. I grew up on Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up on listening to soca music. Don't get me wrong, Kester Band, Voice, Vaughn.
They are amazing, but I mean Marshall is legendary.
Yeah, he's a legend. So if you want to draw a chapter of your book from anyone, then it should be someone you know that has already progressed past the line that you want to, and use that person as a living as a motivation for you to push forward.
I agree. So besides that little hiccup where you had to take, a step back and reevaluate and, do some work on yourself, are there any other challenges that you faced in the music industry in Dominica, and how have you been able to overcome them?
Well, the challenges challenges I say I would face is, maybe I would say, in the point of the airplay. The airplay, getting your music out there to play. Because sometimes when you're coming up and to be coincidence, a lot of my music played more when I was actually in the band.
Okay.
Ignition. People didn't really know it was me because everything was posting on the Ignition, but more of my music was being listened to in the band as the lead vocalist in the band. I mean, when I was on stage, people was more or less taking me on because the band was there, giving me the vibe of the band because I was in the band. Now personally, I mean, I haven't really started to perform yet because I'm taking my time to build a strong catalog. So when I start to perform, I know everything will fall in place. But challenges would say the reaction, the airplay. Well, from the band to now, I wouldn't say I'm getting much trouble with the airplay.
Okay.
Because I mean, actually, see that Urban downloaded the song without I even sent it to him.
Okay.
The Come No Baby. Yeah, he downloaded it before I even sent it to him, and he said, well, that's a big tune. And he said he already added it to his library.
Okay.
So
nice.
I would say that the growth for me is one I am appreciative of. No matter how small the journey is, I'm very, very appreciative of the growth.
And what are some of your goals in terms of music?
Well, in terms of music, I would honestly love to open an institute in Dominica where you can learn to groom artists, and we can get people from the outside to come in and let the young artists even know what it takes to make it in the music industry, training different people in areas of management, in engineering, in vocal production, a whole institute where we could be able to do that. So we will not have to have artists who doesn't know about the business, or have producers that don't know about arranging, about composing. Everyone will get their fair share of education from guys around the world who have actually made it.
Okay.
So you can groom younger artists in the upcoming, where their success will even be greater than the success that some of the big heads even have now.
Right.
Yeah, so that's one of my main goals.
So in that vein, what advice would you give to a young up-and-coming musician, or someone who aspires to be a musician in Dominica?
Well, the road is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. You're gonna meet a lot of challenges. You're gonna face a lot of hiccups. You might even doubt yourself. There may nights you may be sitting down and you may cry because you feel to yourself that, boy, you know what, I'm trying so hard and I'm not getting anywhere. Sorry, but don't give up. Don't give up. Continue pushing. Continue going, because it only takes one song, as Nice said recently.
Yeah.
It only takes one song for your career to just
So,
yeah. So don't give up and aspire to achieve. That's what I would give any young artist.
nice. I love that. And if people viewing this episode would want to stay up to date with you and what's going on with you, how can they do that?
Well, you can follow me on my YouTube channel, Klassiq. On my Instagram at Mr. Original _767. My Facebook page at Mr. Original. If you want to shout me a message and just say hi, you can message me via WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, just say hi. Just say, hey, I love the vibe. Keep it up.
So what's the WhatsApp number?
615-8857. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So guys, you heard it from Klassiq. Subscribe to his YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date on all his recent music and stuff that you haven't heard before. I heard one song from you besides Come Na Baby that was released some years ago called Fame Seekers. Tell me a little bit about that song and how you came up with that.
Okay, that song came up when the band first started. Yeah, that when the band first started, we were in the studio recording the song, and there was a guy who was in the band recently, but for some reason there was some contradiction going around about what a certain reading that the guy made and whatever and so forth. So while being in studio, Ajmal, the son of Ra, we were there and we were browsing ideas, and he started to make a reading, man, and I was like, they play in front in your face. Then my keyboardist said, what? I check in, I said, you know what, but boy, wrote with that idea. So the night, we took the idea, the reading was made in 15 minutes. We made the reading in 15 minutes. I took it, I went home, I wrote this song in 3 minutes. And the very next day, we hit the studio and the song was recorded. So it was because of that specific thing, in the contradiction of who made the rhythm and whatsoever. So I wrote the song to let them know that, the band, we not in a rush with anybody. We were not in any rush.
Or you're not Fame Seekers?
No, we're not that people who gonna try to look for praise and say, who made this rhythm and who made that rhythm, because I mean, what's it? The industry in Dominica is so small, and we have a lot of contradiction. That guy don't wanna work with that guy. I mean, So I mean, Fame Seekers was practically to speak about that. Yeah, so That's how that song came about. It wasn't no like big hype up scene. It was just a message I saw. So the guy said, you know what? Let me tell you, this guy who sat down, I was there, and he made the rhythm and whatsoever, and then Ignition Band come and they took the rhythm and whatsoever. So I'm like, what's that about?
Yeah.
What was that about? It makes no sense for that to be like that.
Yeah.
So then I wrote this song to let them know that we don't really care about the film seekers.
Yeah.
Because no matter what they do, they will not stop us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like Booyah music and music in Dominica in general is evolving. What role do you see yourself playing in the evolution of music and the music industry here in Dominica?
Well, my role, I see myself playing. Yes, it's evolving. And don't get me wrong, I've been on the radio multiple times and people always asking me that question. They always say, what are my takes on the nasty business and whatever. I tell them I'm not here to bash anybody.
Yeah.
The nasty business did what it did. So my role, I would say, is to try my best to let the world know that Booyah music can have good lyrics which tell stories.
Yeah.
As you see Shelly and Chilla G doing it,
Yeah.
I want to see myself along that path as well.
Okay. I love it. So Yannick, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Can you tell me about, besides Come Now Baby, do you have any future projects or collaborations lined up that we can look forward to?
But I have future projects. Yeah, projects. Collaborations, I would say yes. But I'm not really going to rush into the collaboration. I want to take my time and let people really see what I can do.
Okay.
Because I was in the band for about 4 years. Right now, I want to take my time and don't get me wrong, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shift it. But I'm going to let people see that what I can do, out of the band now stepping into the solo scene now as an artist. And collaboration, I spoke to Shelly about it. He told me, yeah man, we can make it happen. So, in future reference, you might see something between me and him.
Ah, nice. I look forward to that collaboration because I love Shelly. So I look forward to hearing what you guys can come up with together. But Yannick, any last words for our viewing audience?
Well, viewing audience, Come Now Baby is out right now on all streaming platforms. I would like you guys to go stream it up, run it up, subscribe to Cranberry, subscribe to me, and stick with me.
Step into the world of GBA Enterprises, Dominica's leading beverage supplier where quality and variety meet. Our vision is to exceed your expectations with an exciting selection of beverages from the finest wines to unique spirits and beers. Discover our commitment to bringing you the best with a focus on enhancing your business and personal experiences. Join us at GBA Enterprises and taste the difference quality makes. Visit us on 106C Independence Street in Rosa, Dominica.